2610, it's 2610 week, and Liz Walker, who's a participant in 2610, both said it was lovely. Thanks for coming in, you two.
No problem.
You're welcome.
Oh, good, great. Now, for those who don't know, Allison, tell us what 2610 week is all about.
Well, if you just 2610 is represents the 26 letters of the alphabet and 10 numbers we use for counting.
Mm-hmm.
And we're an organisation that's trying to bring everyone together to support people with low literacy, because I'm sure you're aware of the statistic that almost half of all Tasmanians struggle with reading, writing and maths.
I was sure that there was a statistic. I was quite shocked this morning to find that it's around about the 50% mark.
Yeah, and
that's extraordinary.
And it means that is it's not that those people can't read and write at all. So,
and that's why it's easy. It's not easy to identify. You can't look at 100 people and guess the 50% of those people.
Exactly can't. And so what 2610 Week is about is highlighting these issues. Mm-hmm. And we're really trying to create an environment where people feel comfortable coming forward to ask for help, because they're obviously, with the 50% or almost 50% figure, they're not alone. So we really want to encourage people to come forward and ask for help with their literacy and numeracy. So that's what 2610 Week's about. But this week we've had the theme of Let's Talk. So we really wanted to highlight verbal communication because, I guess, John, you could say you've got the gift of the gab.
Yeah, I guess. It's not necessarily a good thing, as some of my listeners will text and tell me sometimes. Yeah.
So, but not everyone does. And so we're just asking people to be really mindful of people who might take a bit longer to think things through, and also be mindful that if people do struggle a bit with their oral communication skills, it's hard for them to get information. It's hard for them to ask for what they want. So we need to be really mindful of that, all of us.
And I guess the people involved with 2610 are. So that's the great opportunity if you're listening to this and you're one of these people that need help, I guess, like Liz, and we'll talk to Liz in a second. Now's the time to do it, because these people aren't going to judge you. They're not going to, they're there to help. They just wait. You guys want them to get in touch, and like you said, talk.
Yeah, that's right. So, and the other thing of beauty about Let's Talk is we can do what we're doing now, and we can talk about 2610. So we're asking the people who have great skills to talk about 2610 too. So, and just let people know that it is an issue and that help is available. But we through Libraries Tasmania, there's a fantastic program where someone can go in and get one-on-one help with a volunteer literacy tutor, which is actually how Liz got some support with her reading and writing skills.
Great. Well, let's chat to Liz. Hi, Liz.
Hi.
Thanks for coming. You obviously have the gift of the gab. You wouldn't be here.
Yeah.
You'll have a good chat. Good, like me. We're going to get on fine, Liz. Now, how long have you been involved with the 2610?
About
program?
18 months now.
Wow. How are you finding it?
I'm loving it, really.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Great. And it's helped you since you started?
I'm actually reading now, which is really...
Look at you go.
huge.
That's fantastic.
And writing and stuff like that.
Great.
Yeah.
So what made you approach 2610 for help?
Actually, it was my husband who encouraged me, but...
good on him.
He saw that I had slight dyslexic with learning and things, and he encouraged me to make the step, and I made the leap, and I love it, and it's great. And I meet with someone every week, and I just go through the learning stage.
Yeah. And I guess, can you ask to learn whatever you want, I guess, if something pops up each week?
So for me, reading was a big issue. I could sort of mumble my way through reading, but not actually understand what I was reading at all.
Right.
So,
and as far as like recognising signs and stuff, that after sometimes it's just a memory thing if you can't read, isn't it?
That's right.
You see that combination of letters or logo or whatever, and metro means metro, and
through repeating, doing the same thing over and over again, you get into the pattern of knowing things. But until you actually can read it and know is actually what that is.
Straight away. Yeah. Instantly. That's
and,
fantastic.
through the years, I suppose I just smudged my way through it.
You must amaze yourself at how you got through.
Yes, well, I had a great family, and they're all lovely people, and they all highly intelligent, and they were where I'd want to do something, they'd read it to me, and so for some reason I just couldn't connect the dots with the learning, and
sure.
But now I actually read a book, and that was a huge achievement.
Oh, that's fantastic!
I love stories, and I always love the idea of reading, and
dear.
So I'd use audiobooks. Audiobooks are great.
Yeah. So you've probably gone from talking to your husband to hardly talking to your husband at all now because you're just flat out reading.
Yeah. So the books I listened to on audiobooks, I'm now reading the words to myself and understanding what they are and stuff like that. So it's really cool.
How fantastic. And of course, we must point out, is this a free thing?
Yes.
Yes.
That's extraordinary.
Yeah.
That is so good. Like, it's almost like no reason for people other than to get over that fact that they just need to admit to someone else that, hey, I need help, to not do this.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? That's amazing.
And sometimes people wait for years, and we just want people to come forward now. You know, we have 60-year-olds in the program who are finding out that they can learn and they can read for the first time in their lives.
Wow.
And we really just want people to come in way before that.
Yeah, I guess some of them just need reassurance that it can be done. Like Liz is great proof that it's never too late. Yeah, but I think we all learn at different levels and at different stages. My brother was in a very similar boat with his reading and his writing, you know, and he's a very clever guy and he's great with his hands and stuff. He can look at something and just, but, you know, never really, at school, never really paid much attention to that side of things and still got through school. But, you know, and then later in life, started to learn to read and like did it himself in a way, but, you know, basically forced himself to do it. But it's interesting, we all learn it different ways, but it is never too late. You might be in your 60s, you can still come to this program and well, not my program, but the 2016 week program. Imagine coming here. Well, I could teach it. I mean, I've got kids. I mean, I'm discovering how important that thing is now once I have children. Liz, do you have kids?
No.
Right, okay. Because when you have kids, it's a whole different thing. Then you realise because you forget what it's like when you're a kid. Learning in school, I find that.
And it's so important, actually, from the minute children are born to read with them and sing to them and do all that play school stuff, the clapping and the rhyming, because that's actually preparing their brain in those first vital 3 years.
When you think they're not taking anything in, they actually are. It's just setting them up.
They're little sponges. They're just little sponges.
That's what they call them, yeah.
So that's a really important stage too.
Great. Well, let's talk about the week itself. I mean, it's 2610 is always there, but this is 2610 week. What are some of the events? How do people get involved?
Well, so it's Friday now, so we've had quite a few events, but all the libraries have been involved around the state. So they've held Let's Talk morning teas where they've talked about 2610.
And there's tea and munchies.
Yes, I know. We've been jealous. We've seen the pictures.
I'm jealous now that I've missed a whole week of it.
The tables full of groaning with food. So, and, you know, you mentioned Metro before. They're a fantastic member of 2610.
Oh, great.
And we support each other. So we've helped them with to simplify some forms and things that people have to fill out to make it easier. And they support us. They've got posters in all their buses for 2610 week. So just trying to spread that awareness. And then the Governor held a reception for us earlier this week because she is a huge supporter, and she is great because she comes at it from an academic background, but also because she works so much around the state and she's been to see some of our programs in action. She has a real practical knowledge of what we do as well.
Great.
And then, you know, we've got some more things coming up. We're actually, it's really 2610 month.
Here we go. Excellent. And well, it's really 2610 year, really.
It is
all
really.
The time.
And every year.
That's right.
So we've got some great events coming up. On the 25th, which is today, we sponsor a program called Artists with Conviction. We sponsor a writing component where artists in the prison write their stories, and they're published in a book. And but there's all sorts of art, creative work that's being done, painting and woodwork and so on. So that's on display from today at the Moona Arts Centre.
Great.
And then later in November, there'll be a a business breakfast in Glenorchy, because we also support businesses. We can give grants to businesses to have someone go in and work with their workforce to help them build their skills. So we're having a breakfast with the Glenorchy City Council in Glenorchy next month. So we're really hoping that all businesses in Glenorchy will come along to that and hear about 2610 and how we can help them build the skills in their workforce, which of course is really great for, there's so many more requirements in the workplace for reading and writing.
Yes.
Everyone needs to understand safety,
More than ever
standard
now.
operating procedures, and of course,
And you can't
digital.
avoid this.
Yeah.
Look, these screens in front of me, 1, 2,
Yeah.
3. I've got 5 that I have to...
That's right.
You probably, I'm not being rude. You see me constantly looking away at them
yeah.
all the time. Liz, what have you been up to? Anything special this week that you wouldn't normally do because it's 2610? Have you been going around being the poster chick, the model for...
Well, last month I actually was involved with the reading hour at the library. They had all over Australia. They had people reading out loud, and I read it
in front of an audience.
in front of an audience.
Look at you go, Liz. That's awesome.
So I read out loud. Actually, the book I'm reading with my tutor at the moment. So that was pretty awesome. So.
Can you tell us what book that is?
It's Under the Green Hill by Laura Stevenson.
Great, because there'll be people listening who'll go, I'm going to go and get that.
Well, I know.
Is it good?
Yes, it's brilliant. It's actually what I like about it is the author has taken the simplest word, like say happy, and look for the most extreme word that you can use to explain what that word means. And it has been a real challenge. Like when I first started reading the book, I had a pencil and underlined words that I didn't quite know, and then we looked them up and
Great.
part of our learning session. And I found the other day when I was reading it, I didn't have that pencil at all. I was reading and I was really enjoying the words, and I was getting through like 3 pages of reading.
Oh, Liz, that's awesome.
Without even putting words on, underlining
It's
the words
awesome.
and stuff.
I'm smiling like a Cheshire cat now. That is fantastic. If you've just joined us here on ABC Radio Hope, we're talking to Allison Mitchell, who's the Services Coordinator for 2610, and Liz Walker, who is a participant in 2610 and topping the class, incidentally. 2610, for those that have just joined us, is a network of organisations and individuals working together to improve adult literacy and numeracy in Tasmania. I need to go to the weather, but before we do, people have been texting in. A guy called Joe wants to know how to get involved to mentor. Do you get
be a volunteer literacy tutor. Well, he can...
Well, get in touch with Let's Talk, I guess.
So I guess there's
2610.
one number that everyone could call. It's 1300 00 2610.
Oh, that's easy.
And
1300 00 2610.
And that's for both getting support and finding out how you can support people too.
Great. Oh, I've got to know now. We had another text message from someone else as well about getting... Was it disappeared? Oh, interested to know how Tasmania's functional literacy levels compare with other states. And look, that's from Tom in West Hobart. Thanks for your text, Tom.
Ours are a little bit higher, but only a couple of percentage points. This is actually...
So it's a nationwide thing, isn't it?
But it's actually in the Western world that there is this problem. And Tassie's unique in Australia because we're the only ones with 2610. And I was recently...
Is that right?
Yeah. I was recently at an adult literacy conference in Sydney, and people were coming up to me and saying, I'm so jealous, I want to move to Tassie. I wish we had 2610.
Oh, yeah. You could be the reason half these people are moving down here. You just never know.
Well, English is the hardest language, isn't it?
Oh, is it ever?
Everyone's trying to learn it, so...
Is it ever? And it's constantly changing. It's full on. Every year there's new words going into the dictionary. Well, Liz, it's been so lovely to meet you, and
Thank
congratulations, and keep up the great work. I've only just met you, but I'm immensely proud of you already. And Allison, thank you too also for coming in.
Pleasure.
You're on ABC Breakfast. It is 9 minutes to 7. We've got weather coming up in about 30 seconds.